The Earlham women's college basketball team suffered through a 3-22 campaign last year. They went through a coaching change as well, a late hire for their new head coach, and they're off to an 0-2 start this season. And they're hoping today they can get things turned around in their home opener here in the 2017-2018 campaign. Welcome, everyone, to the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us. It is game one here at home for the Earlham women's basketball team. Of course, they'll play today. They'll take a little time off for Thanksgiving, and they'll come back and play again on Sunday. But today, they play the Mountaineers of Berea, who are off to a 2-0 start in their season. We'll talk more about the Mountaineers coming up in just a few moments. Shauna Watson taking over for this brand new program for her. She's been an assistant coach at Indiana Tech over the last couple of years. She won a couple of championships down at Hanover, but this is her first year as a head coach, and we're going to talk with her coming up in just a couple of moments. As mentioned, the Quakers off to an 0-2 start. They played at the Denison Classic over the weekend, losing to the host Denison squad 68-61. Quakers turned the ball over 26 times in that contest. We'll talk about that as well. And then they turned around and lost to a Kenyan team in which they shot only 29% in that contest and only 11% from three-point range, and they lost that one by a final of 68-56. The Achilles heel early in the season has been turnovers. We'll talk about that as well. Quakers have only one senior on this basketball team coming back, so that gives you a pretty good idea of just how young they still are in the first year for Shauna Watson. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach coming up in just a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Well, let's go back to last week. It's always nice to get out and get those first two games underneath your belt. You played two I thought, pretty good basketball teams. Your thoughts on this past weekend?
Yeah, so, I mean, no one likes to lose. But, I mean, I thought that it being our first weekend, I thought we played really well. There's positives and negatives to take from both. I wish we could have put both games together because there was stuff we did from the second game that was better than the first. But no, I was very happy with the way that they played, and they never gave up. I mean, both games, I think the largest lead they had was we got down by 19, right. And we cut the lead in the first game to 3 at one point, and then in the second game, we cut it to single digits. So I was happy that they never gave up, which is really good. It's something that's hard to do, especially when things aren't going well. So
yeah, from that standpoint too, and we'll talk about some individual players here. If you looked at the two games combined, I would imagine, did it surpass your expectations on those first two games despite not getting the wins, or was it about what you did expect?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just little things that we need to fix. I think I was a little shocked by how much we turned the ball over, just because I know that they're better basketball players than that. But I think a lot of it just had to do with nerves, and we're a very young team. I mean, I start one senior and the rest are sophomores. So I think that had a lot to do with it. But, I mean, when you turn the ball over 26 times and give up 21 offensive rebounds, you're not going to win many games.
Yeah.
But I think we did get that under control in the second game. And like I said, if we could have done that in the first game, we would have won. But, yeah, I mean, so I was –
Well, let's go back to last week. It's always nice to get out and get those first two games underneath your belt. You played two I thought, pretty good basketball teams. Your thoughts on this past weekend?
Yeah, so, I mean, no one likes to lose. But, I mean, I thought that it being our first weekend, I thought we played really well. There's positives and negatives to take from both. I wish we could have put both games together because there was stuff we did from the second game that was better than the first.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
We're back once again here at the Athletics and Wellness Center in the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shearer pregame show. Today's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, Tuesday the oven roasted chicken, and Wednesday the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Time to take a look at the Mountaineers of Berea. They're off to a 2-0 start their first year In Division III basketball, they've been an NAIA program. Those familiar with Indiana University East, they used to be in the same conference before Berea moved on, and, of course, a whole new conference for IU East here in Richmond. As for Berea, they beat Asbury. That final 68-54. Bree Lantham finished with 21 points in the win. They beat Brevard by a final 77-50. Adriana Williams scored 25 in the win. They shot really well in that contest, 50% overall, but they did turn the ball over 25 times in that contest. Now, as for this one here today, that is what head coach Shauna Watson is hoping for, as she's going to press today. And this is a pretty big basketball team overall. When you look at Berea, up and down their roster, they have several players, either 6 foot, 6'1", or 6'2", and a lot of those are freshmen. We'll see how they will handle the pressure here today that the Quakers will put on the Mountaineers. Last year, they finished at 21-7. They're averaging about 73 points per game. Overall, shooting-wise, at 43%. Not very good from the outside, just 25%. Pretty good rebounding team so far in their first two contests, averaging 42 rebounds a game. They have an 11-rebound advantage in their first two contests. That's going to be a huge factor today. The Quakers will definitely have to rebound. They will be outsized quite a bit in this one here today. They do average, speaking of Berea, 19.5 turnovers per game, but they also average 11.5 steals. They're led by Adriana Williams, 17.5 points per game, shooting at around 56% from the field. And then we just mentioned Bree Lanham, 17 points per game. Her field goal percentage also pretty high at 65%. Kristen Barnes averaging 10 points per game, and Akeisha Green is at 8 rebounds per contest. So Berea getting off to a good start at 2-0. Quakers in their first two games. We talked about it earlier in the pregame. They lost to Denison. They lost to Kenyon. Quakers are got to find a way to score. They're only averaging 59 points per game. Their field goal percentage is only 36, and they do not shoot the ball so far through two games well from the outside. From three-point range, only 16%. Rebounding so far in the first two games, they are a -8. 36.5 rebounds per game. And here's the other stat we talked about earlier. They've got to cut down on the turnovers. Quakers averaging 23 turnovers per contest. One of the maybe biggest surprises so far is the play of post player Zoe Curtis out of Newcastle, averaging 15 points, and she is shooting a blistering 71% from the field. And, of course, Mariah Flynn, the only senior, 11.5 points per game and 5.5 rebounds. As for their guard play, Cameron White, their point guard, here's the one area you're going to talk about so far. She, coming into this one, averaging 4 assists per game, but also averaging 4.5 turnovers per game. And another player's really going to have to pick things up starting tonight is Shannon Pittman, averaging 5.5 turnovers per game. So it gives you a pretty good idea that the new system has certainly is going to be hard for some of these players if they haven't played up tempo and they haven't gotten them down the floor as much as they have in their either high school careers or last year in their first year in the program. They're trying to get adjusted to everything that is being brought in by Shauna Watson. We will come back, get the starters coming up in a couple of moments. Stay right there. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
We're back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, Game 1 here at home for the Earlham Quakers. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Before we get to the probable starters for tonight's matchup, let's check out the latest HCAC standings. Right now, just a one undefeated team. Of course, no one playing a conference game as of yet. Mount St. Joe, they're off to a 2-0 start. Hanover's 2-1. Bluffton, Manchester, and Rose all at 1-1. Franklin yet to play their first game. Transylvania's 0-1. Defiance 0-2. The Quakers at 0-2. And Anderson also off to an 0-3 start in this young college basketball season. Here's how the Mountaineers out of the USA South are expected to go tonight. Adriana Williams, a 5'8 senior out of Cincinnati, wearing number 1, averaging 17.5 points per game. Zakiya Small is a 5'8 senior out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky, wearing number 5, averaging 7 points per game. Jamie Roberts, a 5'7 senior out of Monticello, Kentucky, averaging 4 points per game. She will wear number 14. Nikisha Green, a 6'1 sophomore, 4.5 points, 8 rebounds per game out of Lexington, Kentucky. She'll wear number 23. And Bree Lanham, a 5'9 sophomore, averaging 17 points per game and 6.5 rebounds out of Richmond, Kentucky. She wears number 32. So again for the Mountaineers, Williams, Small, Roberts, Green, and Lanham. Trent Milby, their head coach, his 5th year at Berea. For the Quakers here tonight, Amy Wiesner, 5'7", a sophomore, averaging 1.5 points per game out of Columbus, Indiana, wearing number 4. Cameron White, a 5'6 sophomore, averaging 8 points per game out of Louisville, Kentucky, wearing number 10. Mariah Flynn, the lone senior, 5'11", 11.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds out of Kodak, Tennessee. She wears number 14. Kendall Spears gets the start tonight, 5'6", and a sophomore out of Plainfield, Indiana, averaging 5.5 points and 5 rebounds per contest. She wears number 15. And also Zoe Curtis, 5'10", a sophomore, averaging 15 per game, 3.5 rebounds out of Newcastle, Indiana. Curtis wearing number 43. So again for the Quakers tonight, Wiesner, White, Flynn, Spears, and Curtis. And again, Shauna Watson in her first year for the Quakers. Tip-off time is just a couple of minutes away. This has been the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Stay right there. We'll get things underway in just a few moments right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, the Mountaineers will be in their all-dark uniforms here as we get this one underway this afternoon. And again, this will be the final game before the Thanksgiving break. And then, of course, the Quakers will be back here coming up on Sunday. We'll talk more about that game coming up a little bit later. Both starting lineups as were expected. It'll be Wiesner, White, Flynn, Spears, and Curtis for the Quakers. Williams, Small, Roberts, Green, and Lanham tonight for the Mountaineers. Quakers will be attacking left to right, as we mentioned, in their all-white uniforms, as it's game 3 for both of these teams. First home contest for the Quakers in this young basketball season. Flynn in the middle will jump it up, and, of course, we'll keep an eye on two things. Rebounding and turnovers here tonight. The tip will be one is Green in the middle. Ball is on the floor. We have a jump ball. See if they'll just have him re-jump. It looks like that'll be the case. And again, Mariah Flynn at about 5'11" is going to be your tallest player for the Quakers here tonight. As that ball will be tipped in one possession for the Quakers. Here's Curtis down low with the left hand, and Earlham gets on the board quickly, leading this one 2-0 right off of the jump. And a good start for the Quakers here tonight. As we said, they will press and press a lot here this evening. By the way, Curtis coming in averaging at 15 points per game. Quakers man-to-man as the Mountaineers in the half court. They'll work it left side. That's a jumper. It's a 2-point shot scored by Lanham, and Lanham will get the Engineers on the board. Lanham averaging 15 points per game. Quakers with a turnover. Earlham with their first turnover of the night, and Berea will run the floor. Shot is blocked inside, and still with the possession is Berea. There's a 3-point bucket, good by Roberts. So Roberts gets her first points of the night, and the Quakers now trail this one 5-2 early. Here is Curtis down low, bucket good, and Curtis off to a good start. 4 points now by Curtis, and we have a whistle and a foul in the backcourt, and that'll go against Kendall Spears. And so for Spears, she will pick up her first. In women's basketball over the last couple of years, they moved to quarters instead of halves, and we were talking earlier this week on Inside Earlham Women's Basketball with Shauna Watson that they've really cut down on allowing the women to really play as physical as they normally had done in years past. Here, Small on the drive, the kick out. Roberts with the left hand in the lane, floater, and we've got a foul call, and this will put Roberts at the line for 2 shots. Spears will pick up number 2, so 2 quick fouls on Spears, and the Quakers will go to the bench for the first time tonight. Looks like we're going to see Shanna Pittman, will come in as the free throw's on the way and good. 4 points now by Roberts. So Pittman in. Shannon Pittman, a sophomore at Lyons, Indiana, played at White River Valley High School. Second free throw is good, and 7-4. Roberts now with 5. Quaker basketball, and Pittman on the sideline, steps out of bounds. And there's an unforced turnover right there for the Quakers and head coach Shauna Watson. And that's the one thing that she will talk about is those unforced errors. And the Quakers in a basketball team like this cannot afford to turn the ball over. And then coming back is Berea. They'll turn it over for the first time. Wiesner almost lost the handle. Here's White. High screen by Flynn. White nearly traveled herself. Pittman shot fake, drives toward the basket, and we've got a foul the other way. This will go against Nikisha Green. So Green will pick up her first. And this will send the Quakers to the line. This is Shannon Pittman. Pittman again there for 2. Missed the front end of the 2-shot foul. 8:06 remaining here in our opening period of play. By the way, the charge arc also has been moved out. It is the top arc. No longer do the women use that bottom arc. As the ball comes loose, it'll be Quaker basketball after the 2 misses. Wiesner on the drive. Bounce pass underneath. Bucket good by Curtis. Curtis now with 6. Quakers back to within 1. There you see the pressure put on by the Quakers. In the lane with the right hand, no good by Lanham. Ball is loose. We have a foul on the floor, and I think it's going to go against Berea. And it may be Zakia Small picking up the foul. For Small is her first. Team foul number 2. Each team now with 2. 7-6. Mountaineers on top. Quakers basketball. That is Pittman, the screen. Pittman stops, will find White. Entry pass to Flynn with a right hand. Good. Now Flynn's a left-handed shooter. Quakers now lead at 8-7. Berea breaks the pressure, and a foul's going to be called on Curtis. That entry pass intended for Green. And that's what we talked about a little bit ago. They're not allowing the women's college game to get very physical, and it almost looked like to me that Zoe just had a hand on her on Green, and they whistled that very quickly. Here's Williams, lost it. Small with the basketball, entry pass, and thrown away. It was intended down low for Lanham, and a turnover again for Berea. That is their second. Rosie Newhart coming in, a 5'8 freshman out of Jacksonville, and that'll give Curtis a chance to sit down at 7:07 to go here in the opening period of play. 8-7, Quakers lead. Entry pass down low, and the Quakers attacking with Newhart. And Newhart gets her first 2. The Quakers going right at that size. And again, the zone trap put together by the Quakers. Here's Small. Near foul there by White. Ball is thrown away. Nope, it's going to be kept by the Mountaineers. Back there the way we go. Here's Barnes. Her shot of the way good. Barnes from the left side gets the three. We're tied at 10. Barnes coming in for the first time. Kristen Barnes, a 5'9" sophomore. Quakers with the turnover themselves. That's their third. Berea basketball. 6:22 to go in the period. There's a double dribble. And that'll be the third turnover now by Berea. By the way, that double dribble called on Lanham, who I think she was trying to get away with it, thinking the official may not have seen the double dribble. We're seeing another change now for Berea. Their numbers are going to be hard to see. They've got the dark numbers on the dark uniform. There is Flynn for three, and Mariah Flynn now with 5, and the Quakers now leaded by 3. Now this pressure so far has been a little bit disruptive for Berea. Near steal by White. There's the bounce down low and a blocked shot off the shot by Marley Lawson, a 6'1" freshman out of Berea, Kentucky. White on the drive, and before the shot, foul will be called on the Mountaineers. They're going to get Jamie Roberts for her first. A couple of changes again for the Mountaineers. One of those coming back into the lineup will be 32, which is Bree Lanham. Here's a drive. Bucket good, and there is a foul as Mariah Flynn with that left hand puts the Quakers up now by 5 at 5:33 to go. Here in the opening period of play, a foul will be called on Kelsey Tippett. Tippett, a 5'9" junior out of West Harrison, Indiana, played at East Central High School. And the free throw's no good. Quakers now 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Berea basketball back of the half court. Here's Roberts. Bounce pass intended for Lawson. Ball comes loose, and coming up with it, Newhart for the Quakers. Boy, I tell you what, Pittman again has gotten too far to the near side. That's the second time she has stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Kyra Joseph coming in, a 5'7" sophomore out of Indianapolis now for the Quakers. 5:13 remaining here in the opening quarter. Berea basketball. They would rather play in the half court than get this thing going up and down. At least that's the early indication. There's a 3, no good, as Roberts unable to connect, and it'll be Pittman with the basketball with the right hand, crosses to the left. Here's Newhart back to Pittman. Shot fake, drives in the lane, and a foul will be called. See if they got Marley Lawson. They're going to get Roberts. So Roberts picks up her second. Roberts has 2. Quakers have Kendall Spears with 2. And, of course, with each 5th foul, we go to the free throw line for 2 shots, which is, I think, another reason why they should change that rule, too. I think it disrupts the flow of the game. We're shooting way too many free throws. Quakers now leaded by 6. Second free throw is good, and Earlham with their biggest lead now the contest at 17-10. Pittman on top with that 5'11" frame on the press. And this is where Berea will be a little more comfortable. They have really not tried to work it inside yet until right there in the kick out. 10 on the shot clock. Ball loose. Turnover again for the Mountaineers. That is unofficially their 4th. Both teams now with 4. Quaker basketball. Wiesner driving on the baseline, and there's that arm bar we talk about again. They don't want him to play physical basketball. Lanham will pick up the foul, and that will be her first. And now Amy Wiesner at the line, the 5'7" sophomore. Both teams now with 5, and the free throw's no good. Quakers continue to struggle from the line. Zoe Curtis is back in. White coming in. Pittman will sit down. Also sitting down will be Newhart. And coming into the lineup now for Berea as they get much bigger right here, Isis Hill out of Columbia, South Carolina. 6'2" freshman. Wiesner's second free throw. That one rims in and out, and there is Hill for the rebound. So the Quakers missing 5 free throws now here in the first period of play. 4 minutes and change here in the opening quarter. Quakers lead it by 7. Berea again back in the half court. There's the entry pass down to Hill, and she goes to the floor, ball loose. Boy, surprising no whistle right there as there was a lot of contact. 5 turnovers by Berea. Joseph drives baseline. Wiesner from the top can't get it to go, and it will go out of bounds back over now to the Mountaineers. Well, the one concern so far, at least from the Quakers' standpoint, I know those 4 turnovers have been a huge factor so far, and Quakers have not been bothered by the size. Wide open 3, it is in and out. Rebound again by Berea. That shot on the baseline by Lanham is no good, and Joseph with a rebound. Quakers in transition, and Curtis running the floor, and it pays off. Zoe Curtis now with 8. And the Quakers now with their biggest lead at 19-10. The pace might be a little bit more than what the Mountaineers are looking for. That shot, a floater in the lane, no good by Barnes. We have 2 players go to the floor. A jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Mountaineers, but they will lose that possession arrow. In the lineup for the Quakers will be Mariah Flynn. And a change also for Berea as they will bring Adriana Williams back in, their leading scorer. And Akeisha Green is also checked back in, number 23. Berea trying to get some offense going. We have an illegal screen away from the basketball. They got Kelsey Tippett. So Tippett will pick up her first. 2:58 remaining in the quarter. Quaker basketball. White gets the screen out front. Will give it off as checking into the Quaker lineup. Kayla Bowling out of Osgood, we mentioned, wearing number 12. And lob pass inside for Curtis. Good backside help. As coming over to knock that one out of bounds is Tippett. Coming out of the lineup now, Kayla Bowling. We just mentioned Bowling moments ago. And back in the lineup for the Quakers will be the sophomore for Earlham, Shannon Pittman. 14 on the shot clock. Entry pass again to Curtis. Left hand off the glass, good, and she's not missing anything right now. Double digits for Curtis, and the Quakers lead it by 11. There's Wiesner with a steal. 7 turnovers now by Berea, and the Quakers give it back, the 5th, and then a foul called on Pittman. Now they're going to take that back. We're going to call that on Zoe Curtis, so that'll be number 2 on Curtis. And she'll lead the ball game, and the Quakers will return now with Rosie Newhart, a undersized 5'8" post player, and we mentioned out of Osgood. Crossover Williams in the corner. This 3 is going to be no good by Barnes, and coming away with a Wiesner for the Quakers. Cameron White pushing this one ahead. Nice pass underneath, the layup good. Great pass to Newhart. And Newhart now with 4. Here's Williams, almost lost that one, and the Quakers have upped that lead now to 13. Right now, the Mountaineers having a really tough time scoring as there is a drive and a foul call. Barnes down the lane for the Mountaineers, and the foul's going to be called, I believe, on Wiesner, and that'll be her first. 1:47 remaining in the quarter. Barnes at the line, 3 points. This is her first trip to the free throw line, and it's on the way in good. Well, so far scoring has not been an issue for the Quakers. Mentioned coming into this one, that was one area they've got to find a way to get points on the board, and that has not been the case. Back to an 11-point lead. Wiesner tried to find Pittman. Good hustle, and knocking that one out of bounds is Kristen Barnes. Another change here for Berea's. Coming out of the lineup will be Tippett. And checking back in will be Bree Lanham. Lanham, mentioned, averaging 17 points per game. Here's White. Quick pass intended inside for Flynn. Turnover. Williams the other way scores. Williams averaging 17 and a half, gets her first 2. And the lead is at 9. And Berea now showing a little pressure, and there's a timeout for the Quakers as head coach Shauna Watson gets a timeout. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead this one 23-14.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Well, Coach Watson gets a timeout as Berea came out, looked a little bit different right there, and came with a little zone trap at half court. Quakers make an adjustment in case it happens again. There's a pass underneath to Flynn, outside Joseph, baseline shot, no good. And the rebound for the Mountaineers. They're going to come out running. 1:11 to go. Down the lane, a lot of contact. Shot is going to be missed as Joseph saves that one from going out of bounds. Barnard unable to connect. Here's Pittman back the other way. A little up and under with a left-hand no. Got the rebound, put back good. Pittman now with 4. Quakers get the lead back now to 11. 50 seconds to go. There's the trap once again. Williams shovels that pass, the kick outside. Here's Barnes for 3 off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, put back no, and that'll go against the Quakers. They'll get Mariah Flynn. And we go to the free throw line. And to the line will be, I think it's going to be what number is she? 30. Got her hair on her back of the jersey. We can't see her number. Free throw is good. Newhart back in, and coming out of the lineup for the Quakers will be Flynn. And one more here. Looks like that's Marley Lawson. It is Lawson, number 33. Second free throw is no good, so 1 of 2 for Lawson. Quakers quickly push the ball. 34 seconds remaining. Williams got a hand on it. White steals it away. Turnover number 7 now for the Quakers. Here's Williams in the lane. Bucket good. Williams strong to the basket. She has 4. 25-17. 19 on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Wiesner driving. Looks to feed inside, but instead turns it over for the 8th time. It goes out of bounds, and Wiesner right there probably should have went up and tried to score. Get rid of that, I guess. We can see the game a little bit better. 11 seconds remaining as the Mountaineers will play for 1 right here. Here's Williams, a little floater in the lane. Good touch by Williams. And the lead cut to 6 as a good run at the end of the first quarter by Berea. And we will head to period number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It is Earlham 25 and Berea 19. This is Earlham Women's Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Ready for period number 2, and the Quakers will have the basketball 2-3 zone put together now by Berea. See how the Quakers handle this. Again, not a very good outside shooting team so far this year, so the adjustment made by Trent Milby. 15 on the shot clock. White will work at near side bowling. Her shot is on the way. That's off the mark from 3. And here come the Mountaineers once again. That is Barnes across the timeline. Williams, who finished strong, the entry pass. And we've got a foul call against the Quakers. If they get Mariah Flynn, that will be her second. And it will be Flynn. So Flynn has 2, Curtis has 2. So Rosie Newhart will have to come back in. First foul of the second period. And Berea basketball. Here's Williams. Entry pass again. Lawson turns, and they'll get it for the travel. 8 turnovers now by the Mountaineers. You can follow along live stats on GoEarlham.com as the game continues. Turnover Quakers. Williams. Shot fake drive and another travel. 9 turnovers now by Berea. Quakers have 9 turnovers as well. Quakers had a double-digit lead until that run at the end of the first quarter. This is Bowling on the drive. The bank off the glass and good. Kayla Bowling with her first 2. And the Quakers now lead at 27-19. Barnard will work it now to Williams. Williams with the left hand in the lane, no good. Rebound Joseph. And here come the Quakers once again. White to Bowling on the wing, back to White. Lob pass inside, nice pass, but left it short on the shot is Newhart. May have thought someone was coming from behind. Lanham with the basketball trapped on the sideline. Williams able to get it away from Joseph. Will work it left side to Barnes. Shot fake drive and can't get the shot to go. And another foul on the Quakers, and we'll go back to the free throw line. Bowling will pick up her first. That is the second foul now on the Quakers. And here's Barnes at the line. Barnes now 3 of 3 from the line, 6 points. Lead is back to 7. 8:26 to go in the quarter. And the second free throw is no good. The battle for the loose basketball on the rebound brought down by Rosie Newhart. Quakers get it to Joseph. Joseph with a crossover gets tied up, and it'll go back over to Berea. 10th turnover now by the Quakers. In the lineup for the Mountaineers will be Jamie Roberts, the senior out of Monticello, Kentucky. Quakers continue to zone trap right here. Williams to Barnard. Barnard getting by on the sideline. Back to Williams. Almost lost it. Entry pass underneath now to Lawson. With the left hand, too strong. And the rebound by Lanham. And another possession here, though that ball did not hit the rim. 7 on the shot clock. Williams dumps it inside. No one there. 10 turnovers now. Here's Wiesner back the other way. Layup no good. Quakers miss an opportunity. Here come the Mountaineers again. Right down the lane. Right hand good by Lanham. Lanham has 4. The lead now for the Quakers down to 5. Wiesner will find Newhart inside. Left it short again. Saved from going out of bounds as Berea will keep the basketball. Good hustle that time by Lanham. Entry pass, Lanham underneath. Lanham, an up and under with the left hand off the glass. No. Not a bad move against Newhart. Just couldn't finish. Wiesner will bring the ball down. Kick it back outside now to White. And here's where the Quakers set it up in the half court. Entry pass, Newhart. Quakers trying to find something underneath. Stolen away by Williams. Quakers with 11 turnovers. Williams the other way with a left hand good. Williams has 8. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor as the lead has been cut to 3. And we will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers lead it by 3.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chef KC here in Richmond. He's located at 1301 South L Street. His motto is, I grill while you chill. Catering for all events or occasions. Personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry out and delivery available. Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. Quakers shooting-wise, you couldn't ask a whole lot better. They're shooting at 60% in this one here tonight. So far, though, the Mountaineers got off to a relatively slow start. They're battling back, shooting only 35%. Quakers again with 10 turnovers. 10 turnovers now by Berea. In live stats as we go on GoEarlham.com. We are ready to continue. The Quakers using their second timeout. Again, all about adjustments. You see Berea really extending that defense. Williams almost got a hand on it. Wiesner deep in the corner. The kick out and almost another takeaway. Here's Bowling, and Bowling throws it away. Williams with those quick hands. Williams down in the numbers, missed the layup, and a foul called on the rebound, and that'll go against Delilah Price, who has checked in out of Cedar Bluff, Alabama. She wears number 3, a 5'7" guard. So Price will pick up the foul. That is her first. And the Quakers get it back. Earlham now with 11 turnovers. Still leading it by 3. White on the drive, gets the bump as she throws the shot up. That's going to go against Price. So Price will pick up 2 quick fouls. Each team with 2, and that'll put Cameron White at the line for 2. Quakers are not a bad shooting free throw team. They came into this one averaging 81%, but they have missed several here today. That is 6 missed free throws for the Quakers here in the first half. White back in for number 2. And missed them both. Well, you have to wait and see how that's going to play out the rest of the way. By the way, Williams, a very, very athletic guard, able to push that ball up the floor. The drive by Price in the lane, no. Ball tipped around, and eventually Williams comes down with it. Another possession. The kick out. Williams driving down the lane, and a foul against the Quakers. And so far, if Adriana Williams can get a step on you, it's awful hard to keep up with her. Foul's going to go against White. That'll be her first. Williams at the line for the first time today. We mentioned the Quakers had a double-digit lead and almost looked like they were going to blow Berea out, but the Mountaineers have battled back. They've made it a 1-point game. Joseph is in. Pittman in for the Quakers. They'll play along that front line, and also coming in for the Quakers will be Ashlea Meadows. So Meadows is checked in, and it's a 1-point ball game. Williams now with 10. Meadows drives in the lane, turnover Quakers. There's number 12. Boy, now they're starting to catch up with you a little bit, and the ball behind Williams, and they return the favor. Each team with 11. That turnover will go to Jamie Roberts. So again, Quaker basketball. Here's White. Wiesner looking back to White, now comes to the right-hand dribble. Joseph down the lane, throws the shot at missed, and now the Quakers starting to cool off a little bit. Williams lead pass to Price. Price quickly in the lane, shot no good. Rebound Lanham. Lanham gets tied up, and a foul call against the Quakers. If they get Pittman, that'll be her second. And you could hear Coach Watson telling her team to box out. And that's going to go against, they say Pittman only number 1, at her for 2, and at the line is Lanham. Lanham averaging 15 a game, gets her first free throw and ties this ball game at 27. And there you see it. Berea now takes the lead by 1. So the Quakers giving up a double-digit lead in this one, now trail. White back to Joseph. Back to White again. White spins into the lane between two defenders. Can't get the shot to go. Offensive rebound short. And another rebound by Berea. Here come the Mountaineers once again. Price with the basketball. Williams with the left hand starts to make the move on Pittman. 19 on the shot clock. Williams again down the lane, draws a triple team, tipped out of her hands, gets it back and lays it in. And the Quakers down by 3 in the first half. For the Quakers, with the basketball is Joseph down the lane, lost it again. 13th turnover by the Quakers. Williams off to Price. Price layup good. And the Quakers are going to need another timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers trail this one 32-27. This is Earlham Women's Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
The Quakers have been outscored in the second quarter, 13-2. And they have seen that huge lead dwindle. Now they trail it by 5. Coach Watson having to get a timeout, and now those turnovers and the lack of rebounding that we talked about earlier starting to play as a factor into this one. So far, the Caleb Bowling 2-point bucket is all the Quakers have been managed to score in this quarter, and we have 4:20 to go. That's going to be a concern for this team, I think, all year long, is who's going to put points on the board. Here's White, entry pass Pittman. Pittman, nice move with the left hand. No, and another missed shot inside. Here come Berea. And nearly traveling that one across the timeline is Lanham. Here's Williams again, the kick out on the right wing. They're going to attack as hard as they can as Roberts drives. The ball will go out of bounds, and it'll stay right here with 17 on the shot clock. It has been all Berea in this second quarter. And for head coach Shauna Watson, so far no answers. Lanham back to Williams. Williams driving hard, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Williams. So Williams picks up her first. That'll be the 12th turnover now by Berea. And the Quakers basketball. Long drought here for the Quakers. White will be met by Price, who will back up Williams, and Price. That's some quickness and quick hands on the top of that zone. And this zone has been the difference, too. There's another turnover. Quakers have not handled this zone well at all ever since head coach Trent Milby went to the zone here in the second quarter. Wiesner picks up the foul. That's her second. That is the 5th team foul now on the Quakers, and again, that means we'll shoot free throws. Roberts at the line. Roberts there for 2. 5 points, 2 for 2 from the line. And the free throw is good. They've hit their free throws. The Quakers haven't. 33-27, 3:35 to go in the second quarter. Second free throw is good as well. Quakers need to get a bucket right here desperately. 3:29 remaining. Here's White. On the right wing, Bowling. Back to White. They're working against the zone. The Quakers again have come into this one with an 11% shooting percentage from three-point range. They just haven't been able to hit the 3. 9 on the shot clock. Inside to White. Turnover again for the Quakers. That's 15. Williams the other way. Missed the layup. May have got away with the travel. Wiesner there with the rebound for the Quakers. Well, both teams have missed some easy shots. I think Williams knew her feet were wrong. Here's Bowling to Pittman, the three-pointer, and boy, the Quakers needed that one. And that finally got that drought stopped as the Quakers now trail this one by 4. And a traveling call against Berea. That may be Lanham on the travel. That is their 13th turnover. Joseph is in. By the way, the Quakers playing without Taylor Stroud, the forward out of Mitchell. She has an injury that'll keep her out. Hopefully, maybe she can be back here relatively soon, give the Quakers some depth in the low post area. 14 on the shot clock. Wiesner driving, gets cut off, goes back outside to White. Here is Bowling, back to White. 4 on the shot clock. That one thrown up by White, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Berea. Lanham the last to touch it. She and Kyra Joseph going for the loose basketball. 2:14 remaining and a brand new shot clock here for the Quakers. By the way, it is Thanksgiving break, so the students are pretty much gone here at Earlham, so the crowd a little bit small today as the Quakers with the basketball. Here's Wiesner in the corner. Bowling at the elbow, looking inside, nothing there, and almost losing it is Bowling. Here's White. 14 on the shot clock, and getting a hand on that one. Good deflection by Roberts. Change here for Berea. Into the lineup will be Zakiya Small. Small got the start, has not scored. She'll be in the middle of that zone. Here's Joseph, back to White. Here's Bowling for 3. No, left it short. Battle for the rebound. Wiesner able to rip it away. Quaker basketball in a fresh 30. Minute 44 to go. Here the opening quarter of play. Bowling at the elbow once again. Here's Pittman. Pittman fires up a shot. Got it. 2 straight by Pittman. And 2 that the Quakers desperately needed. 34-33. Quakers see their lead diminish, and now they've cut the deficit to within 1. Entry pass, nice spin in the lane, and a traveling caller, a jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball as Small tried to spin inside, got tied up. Berea will turn it over for the 14th time. As that possession arrow goes back to the Quakers, and believe it or not, 34-32 is what they have on the board, so we'll take one away. Quakers down by 2. Entry pass, Joseph. Good ball movement. Pass inside to White. Bucket good. And the Quakers have tied this one at 34. 57 seconds to go. They were down by 7. But again, a big bucket by Pittman. In fact, 2 big threes. That baseline shot no good by Barnes. And here come the Quakers once again. Here's White. White driving. Off-balance shot way short. And the rebound by Small. Near steal at midcourt by Bowling. 22 on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock. And here's Roberts out front against White. Roberts on the wing to Price. Here is Lanham. 3-pointer no good. Wiesner gets tied up on the rebound. Will stay here. Possession arrow belonging to Berea with 18.4 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's Roberts. 3-pointer good. Big bucket by Roberts. Her second 3. 11 seconds remaining. Quakers down by 3. 6 seconds. White driving, stopping Pittman. Pittman on the wing. 2 seconds. And the Quakers turn it over. Will not even get a look as we head to the locker room. Well, Earlham had the big lead. They gave up that lead, fell behind by as much as 7. As we head to the locker room on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Berea on top of Earlham 37-34. This is Earlham Women's Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally. To watch people grow with endless possibilities.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back them better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College, I think it was a 17-point lead at one point for the Quakers in the first half. They fell down by 7, now trail it by 3, 37-34. Today's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. Well, the first half numbers, we saw a tale of two different quarters when you talk about how well the Quakers played offensively in that opening quarter and how well they ended up shooting that opening quarter. And we'll talk about those numbers in a moment. But then Berea coming back and forcing the Quakers into 16 first half turnovers, and that's where we stand right now at halftime, 37-34. Let's start first off with Berea. They ended up shooting 33% in that first half, 11 of 33, 3 of 7 from three-point range, 12 of 14 from the line. They finished with 24 rebounds, 10 of those offensive boards. They also finished with 4 assists, 14 turnovers, and they also had 14 credited steals in that first half of play. Williams led the way with 12, Roberts with 10. Also 6 points by Lanham in the first half, Barnes with 6, 2 points by Price, and Lawson finished with a single point in that first half of play. By the way, Lanham led the team in rebounding with 8 of their 24 rebounds. Now get this, here's where the Quakers, and I guess this will come with the inconsistency of a young basketball team, Quakers shot 73% in that opening period of play. They were 11 of 15. And a lot of those, again, came down inside. Zoe Curtis had a great first period of play, didn't score in the second quarter, but had 10 points in that opening period. So you shoot 73% in the first quarter, 26% in the second quarter. So they shoot 50% in the first half, 15 of 30. 2 for 4 from three-point range. They were 2 of 9 from the line. That's another big key. They missed 7 free throws. This was a team that came in averaging 81% from the line, but only shot 22% from the line in the first half. Quakers out-rebounded in this one, 24-18, only 5 offensive boards for the Quakers in the first half. Quakers also finished with 12 assists, 16 turnovers. There's another number we'll circle, 16 turnovers here in the first half of play, and they had 6 steals as well. Scoring-wise, Zoe Curtis, 10 points, 9 points by Mariah Flynn, 7 by Shannon Pittman. They, by the way, gave Pittman the 2-pointer instead of a 3 in that second quarter. That's why we were off by 1. We thought they called it a 3, but it was just a 2. Her foot was on the line. So Pittman was 7. 9 points we mentioned by Flynn. And then 2 points by White, 2 points by Bowling, and 4 points by Rosie Newhart in the first half of play. So that's where we stand. You can kind of tell where the Quakers let that thing get away from them in that second quarter. They were outscored in that second quarter 18-9 after scoring 25 points in the opening period of play. Today's game being brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Thursday, it's the Italian BNT, Friday, the tuna, and Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. We will find out in just a moment what adjustments will be made by both teams and the head coaches, Trent Milby and Shauna Watson, coming up next. Stay right there This is Richmond, I should say this is Earlham Women's Basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home. We're back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Quakers trail this one by 3. And it appears that the starting lineup, Williams, Small, Roberts, Green, and Lanham all out for the Mountaineers. Quakers in foul trouble. Wiesner has a couple. Flynn has 2. Spears has 2. Curtis has 2. And Zoe had to sit a lot in that second quarter after leading the Quakers with 10 points, all coming in the opening period of play. So she will get the start here in the second half. We're ready to get this one underway. Quaker basketball. And here we go. The short delay is over, and now the Quakers will attack right to left. Wiesner back out to White. Zone again for Berea worked well for them in the first half. Flynn and a turnover already for the Quakers. That's 17. Here's White. Nice drive, and the layup good. That's going to be Price. They'll take that back. Looks like that's Small on the bucket. And Small will get her first two, and the Quakers now trail it by 9, or she should say by 5, as the Quakers unable to score there. Spears couldn't get the shot to fall. Wiesner down on the baseline to Flynn. Back out to Wiesner. Here's White. Got to hit some outside shots if you're going to get that zone out of there. Cross-court pass will find Spears. In the corner, 13 on the shot clock. There's White. Earlham unable to get a good look. Flynn turns, shoots, misses short. Ball tip in the air. Flynn gets the rebound, and a foul called against Berea. And I think that's going to be Zakiya Small, and it is. Picks up her second. First foul of the third quarter. And the ball will be taken out underneath the basket. There are certain changes they have made there as well in women's college basketball, and this one is out underneath. Here's Flynn. Stops, misses on the shot off the inbound. Probably should have shot it the first time. Here's Williams. Lob pass will find Small. On the drive, the feed to the near side. Here's Roberts for three. Big bucket by Roberts. And a good start for Berea here in the second half. Roberts now with 13. And again, Earlham's inability to hit the outside shot. Here is a three-point attempt, no good by Spears. And that's what's hurting the Quakers, is Berea can stay back in that zone. There's a turnover by Berea. A little late on the thought that time on the attempt by Small. Wiesner on the drive gets bumped, and that'll be a blocking foul. And that will go against Berea's Zakiya Small. Now she picks up her third. Second team foul now on Berea. And coming out of the lineup will be Small. Back in now for Berea will be Kristen Barnes. Fresh 30 in the shot clock as White inbounding. And Wiesner in the corner can't get a hand on it. Last touched by Barnes. You know, a lot of teams like to inbound to score. Quakers, I think, at least from what we have seen so far, like to do that. Here's White on the drive. Shot no good. And ripping down the rebound is Berea. That's 23 Green. Green at about 6'1". Great size. Here's Williams on the drive. Off the glass. Good. And boy, she is so athletic. And the Quakers now see that deficit at 10. We're talking about a 27-point swing right here. Spears at the elbow. Nice pass inside. Flynn give the assist to Curtis. Nice pass by Flynn, and Curtis now with 12. And there are the Quakers pressing again, almost stolen away by White. Roberts across the timeline, blocking foul, and that's going to go against Curtis, and that's her third. Probably don't want Zoe that far away from the basket. And that's a huge foul against the Quakers and Zoe Curtis. And so far, they're going to need Curtis in the lineup from what we saw in that first quarter. But the Quakers got to find a way to hit the outside shot. Here's Green. Green with the left hand just kind of throws it up there, misses. And coming away with it is Cameron White. Quakers basketball. White back to Spears. Lob pass inside to Flynn. Looks opposite. Ball tipped out front. Here Spears down the lane. Left hand no good. Rebound Flynn. Put back no. Rebound again Flynn. Trying to find an opening with a right hand and scores. Mariah Flynn. Boy, Flynn stayed right with it. Ball loose in the backcourt. Turnover again by Berea. That's 16. Here is Spears no good on the three. And the rebound by Barnes. 3-on-2 the other way. Bounce pass. That'll be kicked by White or Flynn. 25 on the shot clock. And we have another change now for Berea. And Kelsey Tippett will come in out of, again, East Central High School down in St. Leon, though she's from West Harrison, Indiana. Here's Williams. Driving, strong with the right hand, and that's a mismatch right there. There's no way that Wiesner's going to guard her one-on-one. Just too big and too strong, and talking about long arms, that's a tough guard. 46-38, 6:30 to go. And there's a kick. The entry pass intended for Mariah Flynn. Well, if Wiesner's going to guard her one-on-one out on the perimeter, somebody better be on the backside to come over and help. Wiesner is only listed at 5'7", and that might be a generous 5'7". Spears back to Wiesner, and that'll be White. Somebody's got to take that shot. There's a travel and a whistle. Here's Spears driving baseline. Shot on the way, good. Spears will get her first two, and the Quakers have cut the deficit now to 6. Here come the Mountaineers once again. There's a shove off with that left hand by Barnes, no whistle, and then Barnes able to get the offensive rebound. Clear offensive foul, as Williams will now take the basketball out front now for Berea, and there's 20 on the shot clock. Well, if you're going to pay attention to the arm bar and you're going to pay attention to the handshake, you better pay attention to that extended arm on the offensive player as well. Shot fake, Tippett drives in the lane, off the front of the rim, rebound Spears. Here come the Quakers, lead pass for Curtis. Curtis able to receive the basketball, feeds back to White down the lane, no good on the shot. Wiesner with the offensive rebound, put back with the right hand, no. Quakers come up empty again. Here come the Engineers. I say the Mountaineers once again with the basketball. Here's Williams. Williams crossover, kick in the corner. Here's Lanham for three, and a big bucket by Lanham. And this time the timeout called by Berea. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 5:14 remaining. Here in the third, Quakers trail this one by 9.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Well, the Quakers, kind of the way this thing is going right now, every time they start to make a little bit of a run, Berea comes back. They got the big shot by Lanham. Lanham now with 9. See what adjustment here will be made by Trent Milby. That zone, again, we talked about a little bit ago, has treated his team well, and now he's going to extend that zone, or will he go to man? We'll kind of wait and see how they'll pick up right here. They'll stay zone, a little 1-2-2. Pittman is coming to the ball game. There is Curtis, back to Pittman on the right wing. White with a left hand. White will find Spears. Baseline, into the hands of Flynn, back outside to White. Lob pass intended for Pittman. Out of her reach and out of play, and the Quakers with their 18th turnover. 4:51 remaining. Kylie Barnard is checked back in out of Summit Country Day, Cincinnati. Is her hometown, a junior at 5'7". Williams against White as Williams and the Quakers, after the turnover, unable to press, or at least they didn't show press this time off the dead ball. Lanham out front, good ball movement around the perimeter. They're looking down low. Spears able to guard in the low post. 8 on the shot clock. Skip past Lanham, three-pointer again, got another one. Lanham 2 in a row, and the Quakers now see the deficit to 12. And there's another turnover by the Quakers. 3-on-1 the other way. Bounce pass to Williams, and Williams scores the easy layup. 18 now by Williams, and this time the Quakers need to get the timeout. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, the lead has ballooned back to 14. This is Earlham Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's summertime, the kids are home, and traffic on your carpet is pretty heavy. Let Georgia Direct install stain-proof, waterproof carpet that's easy to take care of and gives your home a fresh new look. Georgia Direct has great-looking carpet, colorful tile, beautiful hardwood flooring, and more. And for the kitchen, the Georgia Direct showroom features lots of new cabinets and design ideas. Georgia Direct in Richmond, National Road East, exit 156A, just off I-70, next to Red Lobster. For price, selection, experience, and service, it's Georgia Direct.
Well, there you see it. The lead has ballooned back to 14 for the Mountaineers as the Quakers needed to get the timeout. Head coach Shauna Watson trying to find some offense right here, and so far we haven't seen a whole lot from the outside. That shot on the way, good. Curtis with the bucket. Curtis with her first 2 points of the second half. Quakers trail it by 12. There's Williams. Quakers looking to double team Williams out front. Good ball movement around the perimeter once again. Lanham bypasses the three, hands it off out front now to Barnes. 10 on the shot clock now for the Mountaineers. The drive, the shot short, ball loose. Pittman picks it up. Here come the Quakers in transition. Pittman across the timeline to White. Dangerous pass. Williams was there. White lobs inside and another turnover by your point guard. It was intended for Zoe Curtis. Quakers now with 20 turnovers. Kayla Bowling is back in. White will sit down. And I would imagine for Coach Watson, she's about ready to go nuts right now with those unforced turnovers. Barnard with the basketball. Another three on the way off the back of the iron. No good. Pittman battling for the loose basketball. Berea comes away with it. Here's Williams. One step. Shot was blocked, I believe, by Curtis. Williams can't get that one to go. She thought she was fouled. And the rebound by Curtis. Here come the Quakers. Pittman with the basketball across the circle. Pittman may have gotten away with a walk. Nope, they got it right there. That thought maybe they're going to get her. 21 turnovers now for the Quakers. Back in Rosie Newhart. Setting down for the Quakers will be Zoe Curtis. Back in the lineup will be Lawson for Berea. And also coming into the lineup will be Roberts. 2:52 to go in the third. Quakers down 54-42. Williams, see if she can split the double team. She does. There's a third Quaker there, and they're going to call the foul on Wiesner. That'll be her third. Now, Williams, you can turn her over, but boy, the one thing you can't let her do is get through your defense like that, because once she does, she's quick enough to the basket where if you don't have backside help somewhere, you're going to be in big trouble. As Wiesner is out with her third, and back in real quick will be White. There's Williams out front. That, again, from a physical standpoint, a mismatch for White. You're going to have some help right there. Here's Lanham. Lanham down the lane and a foul call. They may get Newhart on this one. Newhart picks up her first, and that'll be the second foul on the Quakers here in the third. Off the inbound, Lawson. Lanham on the right wing. Guarded there by Flynn. Here's Williams now up front. Off the screen, and a wide open three from the corner. Good. There's Roberts for three. 16 now for Roberts. And the Quakers down by 15. This is a 32-point swing in this basketball game here tonight. Here's Pittman. Skip pass as well to Bowling. Bowling back out to White. Here's Pittman. Her three-pointer's on the way short. Ball loose, goes out of bounds. Last touched by Marley Lawson. Quakers catch a break right there on that shot, well short. And another change here for the Quakers. We'll see Kendall Spears come back in. Pittman will sit down. 2:01 remaining in the third. Flynn off the inbound, no. And the rebound by Lawson. Here come the Mountaineers once again. Barnard quickly pushing the ball up the floor. Inside entry pass to Lawson. The kick out. Three-pointers no good. Long rebound Spears. Barnard unable to connect on the three. Here's White. And a very bad pass again by White. 6 turnovers, back the other way, and missing the easy layup is Barnard. And a foul called off the rebound. And we may stay right here. I think that foul's going to go against the Quakers. Spears just picked up her third. Wiesner has 3, Curtis with 3, Spears with 3. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Quakers. And Berea inbounding. Ball loose, turnover, Mountaineers, they're 17. Spears looking to White. White will drive off the bottom of the backboard. Offensive rebound put back good by Newhart. Newhart with 6. And the lead to 13. Berea wasting no time. Lanham thought about the 3. Here's Barnard out front. 21 on the shot clock. Barnard driving. This time scores. Well, she just missed an easy layup, but not this time. Quakers back down by 15, under a minute remaining in the third. Earlham so far only 19 points in the second half after scoring 25 in the opening period. And there's Flynn for two. Flynn now with 15. And the Quakers back to within 13. And the press not bothering Berea at all as they went right through it pretty easy. And we've got a foul call as Barnard goes to the line. Barnard will be there for the first time tonight, 2 points. And now Flynn has 3. Quakers going to have to be really careful in the fourth quarter to try to save a couple of these players from picking up that fourth foul. Quakers now down by 14 as we will see Wiesner come in. Kyra Joseph back in. Joseph listed at 5'7" and a forward. That kind of gives you an idea of how undersized the Quakers are. Second free throw is no good. We mentioned Rosie Newhart listing her at 5'8". Those are right now your two biggest posts. They're now using Mariah Flynn down on the low block, and then Flynn lost it out of bounds. Tried to catch and shoot before she had possession of the basketball. The Quakers give it back, 25 seconds remaining. Shot clock should be off. There you go. Quakers looking to double team in the backcourt. Here's Barnes. You can hear head coach Trent Milby yelling for one shot. 8 seconds. High screen. Here is Barnard for 3. No good. Long rebound. And Barnes can't get it to go, and that's going to do it here for the third quarter. We will head to the fourth. Quakers have an uphill battle ahead of them as they trail it on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, 60-46. This is Earlham basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, we've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sOfRichmond.com. Well, the Quakers trail this one 60-46 as we get set for the fourth quarter. And the Quakers again had a 17-point lead, and they have seen that slip away in the second half. Quakers outscored 23-10 in that third quarter alone. Leading the way so far, Williams with 18 points. 16 points by Roberts. Good balance scoring for Berea. 12 by Lanham. And it will be Berea basketball. Final 10 minutes here unless the Quakers can rally. Here's Barnes on the drive, and that'll be an easy foul call against Joseph. Kyra picks up her first. Barnes will go to the line for the fourth and fifth times here tonight. Perfect 3 of 3, 6 points. Earlham, as we mentioned, they're going to be off for a couple of days for the Thanksgiving break, and then they'll come back and get ready for their matchup Sunday. Second free throw is no good. We'll see Center come to town. That's a 4 o'clock start time. White on the drive in the lane, stripped out of her hands, right to Zoe Curtis. Missed the shot, knocked out of bounds by Wiesner. Nope, they're going to rethink that, or are they? Nope, they're going to say Wiesner touched it last. And now the Quakers try to up-tempo this game again. It has not bothered Berea really much at all here in the last 3 quarters of this one, as that shot's no good from the corner. Rebound by Pittman. That shot, by the way, by Lanham is no good. And once again, the Quakers set it up in the half court. Here is the drive by Pittman, lost it. Quakers now with 24 turnovers. Williams the other way, missed it, gets the offensive rebound, the kick out, and a 3 is good. That's going to be Barnes on the 3. And the Quakers down by 18, and Curtis lost it. Now starting to fall apart here in this one as they trail it by 20. And Earlham, they're going to empty their bench off, and we're talking about 8:42 in this one, and the Quaker is going to bring all kinds of new players back in. We're going to see Keisha Tennant come in out of Sacramento, a 5'5" freshman in the backcourt. See who else has come in here for the Quakers. Looks like that is number 5. Danielle Long, the sophomore out of Fishers, checked in. We have a drive down the lane, and Barnes has it stripped out of her hands. Turnover for Berea, and the Quakers basketball. Bounce pass intended down low for Newhart, and right now I would imagine for head coach Shauna Watson, you trying to find some kind of combination was going to work. It was not working, so give some of your younger players a chance to play as you're down by 20. Three able to get it across the timeline. They're going to attack once again. Here's a drive by Price, and the layup good. And the Quakers down 68-46. Again, it all comes down to offense for the Quakers here tonight. 2 things: offense, turnovers. They just can't find enough points, and it will be interesting to see where they're going to get the offense on this team. That shot's way off the mark by Long. Here come the Mountaineers once again. 3-on-2 the other way. Nice pass. The miss. Put back good. And that will go to Roberts, I believe, number 14. And the Quakers down 70-46. This unit will be coming out as well here in a couple of moments. Quakers with 11 turnovers in the second half, and we have a foul call against Berea. That will go against Williams. That'll be Williams' second. And at the line for the Quakers will be Daniel Long. .7:11 remaining. Quakers so far have not scored here in this fourth quarter, and we're almost 3 minutes in, and Long will have a chance to get that goose egg off the board right here, and will. Now, we thought that this is, again, a bigger basketball team, Berea. I know the rebounding was a little bit of a concern. You were -6. Second free throw, no good. You were -6 at halftime. I'm going to check those stats coming up in a couple of moments. Here's Williams. Boy, wide open underneath. Someone unable to pick up or didn't pick up the wide open Tippett, who scores. 72-47. Here's White. Will find Long. Entry pass. The left-hand shot no good by Flynn. Flynn able to get it back. And Flynn thought she was fouled. No whistle. And Berea back the other way. Price back to Williams. Nice crossover. Contact in the lane. And this time they may get Flynn for her fourth, as it will be Flynn. And Williams at the line. Williams unofficially 18 points. Williams' line. Quakers have seen their shooting percentage drop down to 40%. They started out as hot as you could imagine in this one, had that big lead, and then things started to fall apart after that. And the Quakers right now with, in the turnover department, 17 points, 29 points off turnovers for Berea, as the second free throw is good. Williams will get to the 20-point mark before she comes out of the lineup. She's probably done for the day. Go back here. I'm going to try to find the exact turnovers. 27 turnovers now by the Quakers. And you can't play a good basketball team and have 27 turnovers. Wiesner for three, no good. Rebound, there's Isis Hill who's checked back in. Hill loses it out of bounds, and last touched by Pittman. Hill, 6'2" freshman. They've got another. Goderman is 6 foot. Lawson 6'1". Green is 6'1". Fallis is 6'2". So they've got quite a few to choose from if they want to go big. And there's a 10-second call against Berea. I thought that was a little quick. So a turnover by the Mountaineers. That's only their 5th of the second half. 6:07 to go, and this could be a long 6:07. Curtis turns it over. And then the ball returned over by Berea, and things now getting a little sloppy in this one. You know, one thing to remember about this one, again, this is still a young Earlham basketball team, a brand new system, a brand new head coach. She's new to them, they're new to her, and they're still trying to figure each other out. Flynn turns, fires, and misses, and the ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Berea. That was Barnard, the last to touch it. Kyra Joseph back in out of Covenant Christian High School. Flynn will sit down. It may take a while. Pittman on the way up, stripped out of her hands. Turnover again for the Quakers. And then Berea gives it back. Well, if you're head coach Trent Milby, you're just like, hey, listen, let's just, wow, they're going to keep it. And apparently they're going to say the Quakers touched it. It's a tough call there for the Quakers, but if you're Coach Milby, you just want to have a good possession, use the shot clock as much as you can, run that game clock down, and walk out of here 3-0. If you're the Quakers, there's not a whole lot you're going to do the rest of the way, but try to get something positive to build off of. A three-pointer no good by Barnard. And the rebound, Wiesner. Here's White on the drive. Missed the shot, wild shot. Rebound and the outlet. Back the other way, and the layup good, and that'll be Price going to the line for two. Going for the line, I should say, for one after hitting the two. .76-47, 5:16 remaining. Berea making another change as we will see Savannah Fallis come in, a 6'2" freshman out of Berea, Kentucky, went to Madison Southern High School. And Price will look to complete the three-point play, and the free throw's on the way and missed badly. 5 minutes to go and change. Quakers will fall to 0-3 on the season. Here's White off the high screen from Joseph. Entry pass Curtis. Curtis, ball tipped in the air, and a foul call. That's a tough one against Isis Hill, if that is against Hill. Quakers basketball, and again it will be against Hill. And then Joseph turns it over. Wow, that was just right into the hands of a Berea player. That's a tough one to figure out right there, as Kyra Joseph will come out. Flynn is back in. I have the Quakers now for 30 turnovers. I think they had 30. I'm going to look here real quick, see what their number was. 26 turnovers against Denison, and so they've surpassed that And they were right in that ball game, down by 7. Quakers in danger of now having a season low in points as well. 4:40 to go. Hill inside, turns and misses, and they're going to get Zoe Curtis for her 4th. And Hill will go to the line. Free throw is up and good. Someone in the crowd must have a app that has a cricket on it. 77-47. That's short. And Pittman with a rebound. Curtis. Boy, sometimes Zoe, again, as Wiesner able to run down that basketball, she's going to have to make that decision to make a move with her face to the basket instead of trying to pass that high-low all the time. Pittman driving to the baseline herself. Wiesner in the corner, way short. And the rebound, Berea. Here's Barnes, bounce pass, layup good. That's going to be Landman on the bucket. Driving is Pittman, no. Landman with 14 points. Berea still running with 3:48 to go. Nice pass inside Landman again. Give the assist to Fallis. And the timeout on the floor. This time, Quakers will get their timeout, 79-47. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers, I'll take that back. We're up 2 more, 81-47. This is Earlham Women's Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Quakers basketball following the timeout. Quakers have managed just 1 point in this quarter. There's a foul. They've been outscored 21-1 in this quarter. They've been outscored 44-13 in the second half. And the Quakers have managed just 22 points in the last 3 quarters after scoring 25 in the first quarter. Spears at the line will hit the free throw, her first of the night. So was it more adjustments made, or was it just the Quakers got up to such a great start? Hard to tell, but right now 81-49 from the first period on. There's another turnover. Back the other way, layup no good by Bowling, put back no by Pittman. Pittman gets it back, lays it in, and will be fouled. Pittman now in double figures with 11. Quakers low on the year point-wise. They again only played their third game, 56. That was against Kenyon in a 68-56 loss. The 81 now by far the most points they've given up so far this year. Pittman unofficially with 12. And the Quakers down 81-52. Back in the lineup, Rosie Newhart. And an offensive foul, moving screen by Isis Hill. Tell you what, I'll take Hill, though, at 6'2", and a big body inside. And again, you're only a freshman. That'll be the 5th foul again for Berea, but offensive foul, you don't shoot in those situations. Here's Pittman, 2:44 to go, and Pittman may have gotten away with a double dribble. Here's Spears, no. Pittman almost over the back on that one. Rebound Berea. Here come the Mountaineers once again. And they'll set it up in the half court as Trent Milby just kind of sitting back and watching his team perform. And boy, that's too easy. That's a drive and a score by Tippett. You got to play better defensively. Quakers down by 31. Here is Flynn short. And coming away with it, Berea. I'm not sure how they were able to get the steal right. Should say the rebound right there, but the point good the other way. That looks like that's Heather Thompson, a 5'5 junior out of Jackson, Kentucky. So Thompson has checked in. That shot is good. The other way by Newhart. New changes. The Quakers coming back with 5 new players. Coming out of the lineup, Isis Hill now for Berea. Neither team really deep when you consider what you saw earlier in the ball game. They'll go about 7 or 8, and that's about it. Here is Newhart's free throw. It is good. And we're down 1:49 remaining. That is Tippett with the basketball. Got the last layup. We mentioned that was way too easy. Barnard now with the ball straight away. 14 on the shot clock. Barnard now will find Folliser. Jumper's no good. Ball loose in the lane. Able to get the rebound. Rosie Newhart out of Jacksonville High School. Quakers have brought back into the ball game now Tennant. There's a shot good, and that is Ashlea Meadows getting on the board. And we're coming up on 1 minute to go in this one. And a double dribble. Turnover for Berea. When we are done here, we'll get a quick post-game wrap-up and then think more about what's coming up on Sunday. Quakers basketball. Nice pass inside. Layup good by Meadows. 48 seconds remaining. Berea will go to 3-0 on the year. They're off to a good start. Their 85 points will be their season high so far. Barnard, 6 on the shot clock. Here is Tippett for 3. That's good. 20 seconds to go. The shot clock is off, and this could be the final possession of this one. Tennant back again to Wiesner. Tennant might as well shoot it right now. Bounce pass, Meadows, high arcing shot, good. Well, the Quakers will get past the 56 they gave, or should say scored against Kenyon. Also in the ball game for the Quakers, Shea Stanley there at the end at a Delta High School, and that will do it. Your final score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers drop it here tonight, 88-61. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This has been Earlham Women's Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Well, our final time here at the Athletics and Wellness Centers, the Quakers lose it tonight by a final of 88-61. Quakers are now 0-3 on the season. Berea now 3-0. Here are your final numbers real quick from a team standpoint. The Quakers, well, let's start first off with Berea. They ended up shooting 46%. They got out to a cold start. They were 9 of 18 from three-point range, 17 of 23 from the foul line. They finished with 16 offensive rebounds, 47 rebounds in all. In this one here tonight, finished with 13 assists, 20 steals, 2 blocks, 23 turnovers. And again, the 88 points is their season high. Williams with 20, Roberts with 16, Lanham with 16, and Barnes had 10 points. 3 players in double figures, should say 4 players in double figures tonight for the Mountaineers. Quakers finished 38%, 26 of 68 on the night, only 2 of 9 from three-point range, 22% from the line, 7 of 15. They did finish with 16 offensive boards and 41 rebounds in all. Shannon Pittman led the way with 8 in that department. Quakers had 20 assists, 12 steals, 29 turnovers, and they also finished again with the 61 points, led in scoring tonight by Mariah Flynn with 15, Zoe Curtis with 12, and Shannon Pittman off the bench with 10 points. And by the way, Rosie Newhart had 9 points for the Quakers here tonight. So the Quakers will go back to the drawing board. As we mentioned, they will be back here after the Thanksgiving break. They'll take on Center. That's on Sunday afternoon at 4, and then we get into conference play on December 2nd as they'll open against Anderson, but their focus now is on the non-conference matchup against Center November 26th at 4 o'clock. We'll be on the air at around 3:45 with a pregame right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Your final score once again, Berea 88, Earlham 61. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Women's Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.